Hello everyone, my name is Grady Donahue, and we're here at Boca Ciega Millennium Park to look at some flatwoods. And basically the flatwoods are made up of mostly longleaf and slash pines. I found a grouping of nice slash pines right here behind us. They dominate the overstory for the most part. There's not much of a middle story, and most of the understory is actually made up of saw palmettos. As you can see here, there's a few saw palmettos there. There's also some other herbaceous plants that will grow in the understory along with the saw palmettos, as well as like cabbage palms and things like that. The main disturbance for this type of area is going to be fire. So these trees, as you can tell by the bark, is super fire tolerant. They've developed extremely thick bark because of that. And the understory is developed to grow very quickly, so their return rate is pretty good. So when they burn and basically there's nothing left, they will grow back very quickly. The soil in this type of area is typically very acidic. It's also nutrient poor and not very well draining. There's lots of fine sand as well, which is contributes to that low nutrient aspect. These areas are often prone to drought, but often become saturated in heavy rain due to this poor drainage. And flatwoods actually will occur all over Florida. So you can find areas like this pretty much anywhere in Florida, except for like, the Everglades, which are super saturated areas. But I can talk a little bit more about the species that I had mentioned earlier. Like I said, the bark on the slash pine and the longleaf pine is super developed to resist fire. It's very thick. Slash pine typically have bundles of needles that are 2 or 3 needles each. So you can tell on the ground here, there's a lot of bundles that have 2 needles and also 3 needles. So that's a good indicator that it might be a slash pine, whereas longleaf only have that 3 needle per bundle. And then the difference between some of the saw palmettos that you'll see and the cabbage palmettos that you'll see are the saw palmettos have ridges right along the base of the stem. So they have spikes right along the base of this part here, and you'll see it kind of looks like a saw the closer you get to the base of the plant. And yeah, those plants are adapted, like I mentioned earlier, to grow really quickly after a fire, because that is a very common thing to happen in these areas due to the drought. So often you'll see scorching on the trees that is due to a recent fire, and that is oftentimes why you see the area is extremely cleared and open. This area is a little bit more crowded because there's probably a little bit less fire going on where we are here, but in inland Florida you'll see much more clear areas that are more heavily affected by fire. But yeah, I think that's it.